evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 197th anniversary of the establishment of the Consular Corps of Hawaii and our first virtual installation for officers. So it's historic in a double sense, if you will. 2020 was a unique year, and 2021 is also proving to be challenging for the Corps. But I would like to reaffirm that at tonight's special event, we are in full compliance with the governor's and the mayor's COVID regulations. Our speakers will take their masks off so you can understand them. The rest of us will stay masked throughout the ceremony and keep socially distanced as possible. Because we are sorry that the Corps can't join us all tonight, but this COVID has required us to stay distanced. So you're sort of here with us virtually, but there are only 15 of us here in the office today, in the room today. Before we start the formal induction program, I would like to share some good news about our organization and recognize two of our members for their achievements in the past several years. First, this year, as you're aware, the Corps formed an Associate Members Committee to bring us more together with the Associate Members. And it is our pleasure and honor tonight to announce that Karen Knutson is the new chairperson for that committee, and Lori Foreman will be her vice chair. Secondly, this year, two of our Consular Corps members have received the highest diplomatic awards from their country, from their host nations. Next week, Eric Crispin, our incoming Vice Dean, and the Honorary Consul for Brazil, by the way, will receive the prestigious Order of Rio Branco. This is recognition in the highest diplomatic honor given by the President of Brazil for distinguished service to the nation on a continued basis. Secondly, our Honorary Consul for France, Guillaume Memon, has received the French Government Medal of Honor for Foreign Affairs for his outstanding commitment to the service of the French community here in Hawaii during the extraordinary context and challenges presented by COVID-19. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll transition to the formal inauguration ceremony for this, the 50th in-person gathering, albeit very reduced, and our officer inductions. We are honored tonight to have Mr. Walter Milne Omalza to sing for us the United States National Anthem, Hawaii Pono'i, and the National Anthem of the Republic of the Marshall Islands. Walter, if I could invite you to the...
Everyone, please rise. Thank you.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Hawai'i Pono'i Nanai Komo'i Kalani Ali Keali Makuala mehae na kawae pale me ka ihe makualani e kamehamehae na kawae pale Eldan peinani eolimos kezole kaskanizin sikuremol izamini laksenin Anisan rosemem onageim keteraman haileng kena eldan peinani eolovimos quesoleka sikuremon izamini laksenin alemoren anisan rosemem onageim keteraman haileng
What a stirring job, if you'll please be seated. We're here tonight in the Pacific Club with a very limited group for the inauguration of the Consular Corps officers for 2021. They are, and if they would join me here as I mention their names to get ready for their installation, our new Dean, Consul General Isabella Silk of the Republic of the Marshall Islands, our Vice Dean, Honorary Consul of Brazil, Eric Crispin, our Secretary, Honorable Consul of Norway, Nina Fassi, our Treasurer, Honorary Consul Agent of Tonga, Annie Kaneshiro, our Auditor, Honorary Consul of Switzerland, Therese Riff Desai, and finally, our Historian, Consul Emeritus of Switzerland, Nicholas Schweitzer. We are especially honored tonight to have the Hawaii Supreme Court Chief Justice Mark Recktenwald here to administer the oaths of office to these officers. Chief Justice, a special thanks to you for adjusting your schedule to join us here tonight on this special event. It's highly appreciated by everyone here and watching tonight. The microphone's yours, sir.
All right, good evening, aloha everyone, and thank you for the great honor of joining you here tonight. It is so good to see the Corps here in person and remotely. Thank you again for the honor of being here. Will the entering officers please raise your right hands and repeat after me? I do solemnly swear.
I do solemnly swear
That I will promote goodwill, friendship, and cooperation among members of the Consular Corps of Hawaii
among members of the Consular Corps of Hawaii
and the people of Hawaii.
and the people of Hawaii.
That I will maintain, enhance, and strengthen relations
I will maintain, enhance, and strengthen relations
between the Consular Corps, state, and city officials
between the Consular Corps, state, and city officials,
and the business and military sectors.
and the business and military sectors.
And that I will promote cultural contacts
And I will promote cultural contacts
among members of the Consular Corps
among members of the Consular Corps
and the local community.
and the local community.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations to you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Justice. Most appreciated by all of us. And now, we have toasts that are about to be delivered, and can we have everyone charge their glass, if you will? Ladies and gentlemen, the first toast will be presented by our new dean, Isabella Silk from the Marshall Line.
A toast to the President of the United States.
Hear, hear, to the President of the United States.
To the President.
And now, our new Vice Dean, Eric.
A toast to the heads of state and the state of Hawaii. Cheers. Cheers.
Thank you very much. I think that handles the inauguration portion, and now we will hear from our outgoing dean.
Honorable Governor Ige, Honorable Chief Justice Recktenwald, dear fellow consuls and members of the Consular Corps, and dear friends, I'm going to take my mask off so I can see something and breathe. Guten Abend and aloha to you all. You might remember our last meeting here in the card room at the Pacific Club on March 16th, 2020, during a briefing with Lieutenant Governor Green. I do, and I recall feeling quite unsettled about where we were headed. Days after that briefing, the COVID case numbers quickly went beyond what our leaders had initially hoped would be permissible maximums. As we all know, during the past year, 427 people died and 27,000 were infected. And after a year of various degrees of inescapable lockdowns, our economy is still in severe distress. We all had to find ways to cope with physical separation and somehow maintain our social lives while no one can hear what you say through a face mask and a plexiglass shield. Of course, the Consular Corps had to find new ways to sustain our proud legacy. So we Zoomed, tackled the mute button, discovered the webcam, and ignored the dress code. And I think all this went a lot better than expected. The executive board and all members quickly learned that we are surprisingly capable when it comes to technology and communication. In fact, some of our longest serving members usually were the first to join a Zoom session, and we founded our first quick response chat group on WhatsApp and used it quite effectively during the cruise ship crisis and beyond. More importantly, we discovered that there is some bond that keeps us all holding together, some curiously persistent interest in each other and our mission that helps the members and friends of the Consular Corps remain engaged as a group and against some odds. I think this past year has also shown that we're not limited to tradition, that we can adjust and expand our scope, find new goals, and explore different options in our range of activities. This forceful re-evaluation of everything might be the hidden gift of the pandemic. The process of reassessment is only at the beginning, but the Consular Corps is on a good path on this eve of its 200th year in existence. We couldn't have made a better choice than to offer Consul General of the Marshall Islands the opportunity to lead the Corps through and hopefully out of this crisis. I feel incredibly honored to have been allowed to fulfill the role as Dean for the past year and a half. Thank you all for this opportunity. I'm even more excited to herewith hand the role as Dean of the Consular Corps of Hawaii over to a professional diplomat and a highly competent individual. Consul General of the Marshall Islands, Isabella Silk, mahalo and danke. Please welcome with me Consul General Silk.
Honorable Governor David Ige, Honorable Chief Justice Mark Recktenwald, the Executive Board and members of the Consular Corps, everyone joining us virtually tonight, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, aloha and Yahweh. As incoming Dean to the Consular Corps of Hawaii, it is a great honor and privilege to be entrusted with the duties and responsibilities of this important role. In this position, I aspire to uphold the significant function and mission of the Corps, to cultivate friendship and promote cooperation among the members of the Consular Corps, and encourage commercial, cultural, educational, medical, and governmental relationships between Hawaii and our respected countries. With the Corps' guiding mission in mind, and being the first Consul General of the Marshall Islands to take on this role, I believe it is my responsibility to share a little bit about the Marshall Islands. As an island nation, we are surrounded by the ocean, the body of water that connects all of us in the Pacific. Our ancestors saw the currents as highways, linking islands to each other. Today, the state of Hawaii holds a special place to the hearts of many Marshallese, for whom the state is a second home. We share similar cultural knowledge and practices based on our surroundings, such as traditional medicine, weaving, farming, and fishing methods that continue to connect us today. Our mutual respect for our environment can be seen through our efforts to promote the sustainable management of resources and to minimize the effects of climate change. It is indeed unsettling to contemplate the devastation and erosion this will cause, not only to the land, but more importantly, our culture, if we don't do our part. This is an aspect of the future of the Marshall Islands, the future that the Marshall Islands is keen to continue its efforts to confront as it threatens our very existence. Much like other oceanic societies, the Marshall Islands has a rich canoe culture. The canoe was a central part of everyday life. Sometimes it was used to catch fish, conquer other islands, transport people and goods, or on occasion, to simply enjoy the ride and marvels at its ingenuity. It was the responsibility of the entire village to build the canoes and maintain them. After a long voyage, a canoe is brought back to land, relashed, repaired, and mended to ensure it is ready for the next voyage. As you can imagine, there are many Marshallese proverbs that reference the canoe, but I wish to impart this particular saying with you. Waguk wajimar, wan kajawan kit, wan kakurekit. This translates to the canoe that brings everybody together, and the same canoe that sustains us can also be the cause of our destruction. In this case, the canoe is referred to us as a metaphor for relationships and the importance of preserving those connections. As members of the Consular Corps, we all know too well the importance of relationship building at the local, state, national, and international level. Ladies and gentlemen, our generation lives in a time when events have forced us to embrace the Marshallese canoe metaphor. We seize the opportunity to come together for a common cause and to explore innovative ways to cultivate and strengthen our partnerships. As we see today, many of you are joining us via Zoom. The year 2020 was indeed a year of challenges where countries went through extraordinary measures to combat the COVID-19. The demand for consular services also increased immensely. We witnessed COVID-19 causing border closures and travel restrictions, and the unexpected task of helping hundreds of our citizens stranded abroad. With the challenges of the pandemic, we've adapted and forged new friendships with individuals and organizations that we may not have come across had it not been for the situation that we found ourselves in today. I take this opportunity to express appreciation to our outgoing Dean, Honorary Consul of Germany, Dennis Salle, and other outgoing officers for their resiliency in creating pathways for the Consular Corps to continue its mission. I would like to commend and extend my appreciation to Governor Ige and leaders of the state for the formidable leadership and efforts in protecting our communities from the novel coronavirus, and further support to the members of the Consular Corps, as well as with various repatriation endeavors. The state's presence tonight exemplifies a deep and fruitful relationship between the United States and with our respected countries. It is my hope to continue to maintain these strong and close relationships. I would also like to challenge all of us to remain committed to our shared values and goals. And as guests to this great state of Hawaii, I ask that we extend and promote our spirit of goodwill. To my fellow colleagues, I am humbled and grateful for this trust and hope you have put in me. I hope to continue in the footsteps of my predecessors, respecting our great friendship with the state with each other with dignity and grace. Mahalo and komodala.
Thank you, Dean Silk. Very inspiring. We have had, a canoe here for the last year that's been through some rough waters, but we've had a good navigator, a great navigator. And as a token of our thanks, if the former dean would come forward from the Consular Corps, we'd like to give you this gift. Thank you for your service.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you very much.
And the Chief Justice made a magnificent effort to come and serve us tonight, and we felt that we needed to give him some token of our thanks. So, Chief Justice. Much better libation than you might have on your own.
Mahalo. Thank you so much.
Thank you
very much. Thank you.
And I'm sorry. But wait, I feel like a television commercial. There's more.
Thank you so much.
Something for your desk.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much to the Corps. Aloha, mahalo for this great honor. Thank you.
Thank you. I want to thank everyone. Unfortunately, Mayor Rick Blangiardi was unable to be here tonight, but he sent his personal greetings and best wishes through two of the Consular Corps members that had a chance to talk with him. However, we are very pleased tonight to have a message from our governor, the Honorable David Ige, on this, what is the 50th annual in-person gathering of the Corps.
Aloha. Thank you for inviting me to the annual Consular Corps of Hawaii inauguration. Don and I have enjoyed attending the past Consular Corps' inaugural ball, and we regret that we are unable to join you this evening. Through this video message, I want to express my sincere appreciation to outgoing Dean, Consul General Dennis Salle of the Federal Republic of Germany, and the past officers for their distinguished service and leadership during the challenging 2020 year. Despite the obstacles presented by the pandemic, Consular Corps officers and members continue to foster close relationships with county and state governments, provided support to its citizens of the country he or she represents in Hawaii, and virtually promoted education, culture, and arts. On behalf of the state of Hawaii, thank you for enhancing the quality of life for the people of Hawaii. I also want to offer my congratulations to incoming Dean, Consul General Isabella Silk of the Republic of the Marshall Islands, and the new officers of the Consular Corps of Hawaii. The Consular Corps reflects the true spirit of aloha by celebrating Hawaii's rich cultural diversity. You will play an extremely important role as Hawaii works to strengthen its bilateral relations with your respective countries. I look forward to working with Dean Silk, Consular Corps officers, and members on new opportunities for collaboration in education, trade, tourism, military, technology, and innovation. While the pandemic created an upheaval to our way of life, I know that working together, we will come out on the other side stronger and more resilient. On behalf of the state of Hawaii, I want to thank each and every one of you for your work of the past year, and my sincere congratulations to the incoming officers of Consular Corps of Hawaii. I wish you continued success. Mahalo.